companies.
There's only one television company that makes any sense at all, and that's ESPN, because it reaches the largest possible audience.
How about Salido?
Who?
Lomachenko versus Salido. He wants to fight Salido.
Salido, again, be wonderful to put Salido in with Lomachenko. But again, money doesn't grow on trees. He's got to fight for a reasonable purse.
So the problem for top fighter opponent to Lomachenko is the money?
They want more money than Lomachenko makes.
Want to a lot of money for fight with Lomachenko?
But yeah, but okay. But I'm not going to pay money because if they're just looking for a payday.
So in this case, what's the plan B to top rank for all people who wanna beat
anybody who wants to fight Lomachenko? If they ask for a reasonable amount of money, which is probably more than they've gotten for any fight, then we'll sit down and talk with them. But don't tell me you want to fight Lomachenko and then ask me for a crazy amount of money. The money doesn't grow on trees. So even ESPN doesn't make money off trees.
So what's next for Lomachenko after this?
Lomachenko, we're going to see maybe Salido, maybe Rigondeaux, maybe somebody, like that. Again, we're open to everybody, but it got to be a reasonable amount of money.
The money doesn't grow on trees, but let's say if a different network was to put up the money, like Showtime for a fight with Mikey.
We're not going to entertain a fight on Showtime because I'm not going to do a fight with Lomachenko where even at best, where we're talking about less than 1 million people watching. You understand, there's a big difference. We're trying to build the sport of boxing. When a fight is on ESPN, a big fight, not only do millions of people watch it at home, but every bar has the fight, because every bar has ESPN. So millions of people watch it in restaurants and bars. If the fight is on Showtime or HBO, the audience at home is limited because they have a limited audience compared to ESPN, and nobody can watch it in bars unless the bar wants to pay crazy money to show the fight. I'm interested in building boxing so it's like professional football or professional basketball, where millions of people get the opportunity to watch without going broke. Millions of people can watch it for free. Free is free. And the only way you're going to build boxing back up is to magnify your audience, get it as big as possible, let them see what the insiders see, how interesting these fighters are, how interesting the fights are, and you'll build a fan base. Otherwise, we'll be in the same shit position we've been for the last 10 years, where boxing, everybody says, is dying, it's a niche sport. That is bullshit. Boxing is a very exciting sport. It's a sport that can recapture the public interest, and that's what we're doing. You have to understand what we're trying to build here. It's not about, hey, he's going to fight on Showtime, he's going to do this. Screw that. We want to have these fights with the biggest possible audiences so that the kids who are turning pro in 4 years have a real sport that they can join, not the shit that we've had in the last 10 years that I've been part of, like we all have been part of. So I'm not saying that I'm better or different from anybody else. I sucked at the same tit.
You say Lomachenko view, Bob, but would that not be a bigger compensation? The compensation, would it not be bigger for...
Compensation is shit. If you're building interest in a sport, I can put a fight on pay-per-view and charge $50, $60 and have 100,000 people watch it and make more money than putting it on free television. But what am I building? I'm building nothing.
Or 100 like Mayweather, McGregor's charging 100.
But not every fight is Mayweather and McGregor. Let's not talk about Mayweather and McGregor. Mayweather and McGregor is a farce. It's not a fight. It's a spectacle. Talk about a real fight, like a Golovkin and Canelo. That's a real fight. Now that fight is at a level where it's okay to cash in and put it on pay-per-view. Nobody says that's wrong. That is okay. Golovkin's paid his dues. Canelo has paid their dues. They're fighting on pay-per-view. It's a very, very good match. That's good.
Well,
That's good.
Can you talk about Crawford and Ndongo, just the fact that it's a unification?
Crawford